Okay, alright, that one worked. Let's pop out the chat and get this guy started over here. And okay, and the chat is live, I do believe. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Whew, it's been a long weekend, kids. But I think we got it all together here. Let me see if I can try and connect to the Book of Faces, because I haven't actually done that on this yet. I don't know what my anything is. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what any of my settings on Facebook are. So I'm going to have to, nope. Alright, that works. Alright, so I can put in the phone number. I feel like such an old man now, not having all my passwords memorized. Cause I used to know like 5,000 passwords, you know. Let's see. And of course I don't have it on here. Good job, Chris. Okay. Okay, hooray, we got this working now. So we're getting there. As you can see, I'm still right in the middle of getting everything set up and caught up and everything else. But I think we're doing good, kids. There we go. And let's see how quickly this generates in. And oh yeah, that's a great picture of me. Okay, let's get that shared publicly. And all right. Oh, and we have some people in the chat. All right. Let's get over there. And I cannot see that worth a darn. So docs, view, scene, tools. Yeah, I cannot see that at all. So let's control stats, scene, view. And maybe I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Should be a thing that I can see a lot better, but let's see. Eileen, okay, there you are. It's working now. Oh, look, the background is nice too. Is back too, right? I'm slowly getting there. So I got a new computer, so new everything here, and a new webcam. So it should be a little bit better than what I had previously. This actually mounts to the top of the computer, where the other one wouldn't. I mean, I still think I'm gonna get a. I guess it could have mounted like that, kind of. But either way. Yeah, we are back in business, I think. Oh, I should probably mute the speakers just in case. Did that work? Did that not work? I'm just going to do that. Oop. All right, yeah, that works. So you can see I still have some futzing around to do with getting everything, because there's supposed to be stuff down here, and I don't have any transitions built yet for it, but I am not technologically inclined. I don't like solutions that I can't fix without a big hammer. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, and I think I definitely need to. It's progress. Yes, it is. We're slowly getting there. There was like some sort of setting I need to figure it out, and this is why I was a little late getting on that. The new OBS Studio is supposed to integrate with my YouTube, so I had everything linked together, and I was working on that the last couple days, and it you're supposed to be able to just do everything from OBS. And for whatever reason, it just didn't connect or whatever. So I'm gonna have to do some testing throughout the week. But hey, slowly but surely we will get there. We need to move and do things around here too. And I'm thinking about actually mounting the computer like up on the wall with one of those things, so I can like pull it down or push it up or whatever. Not the computer, but the monitor. I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good thing or what. But we'll see. Also, having a little Pop-Tarts for breakfast. Having the Black and Brass Highland Roast coffee. It is delicious. And I still need to switch everything from the laptop over to here. So we'll get there. Everything's, one small step at a time. And I think now that I own SketchUp, I'm going to design this whole thing here in SketchUp. I'm going to try and do like a screen recording as part of the video for the build thing. As part of the build video. Those darn admin days. Yeah. But hey, some days just what you got to do, right? But yeah, I think I'll try and do like a screen record type thing for the building of this and kind of integrate that, or try and integrate that into the video itself. So it's kind of a full step-by-step from design all the way up to whatever. Because with this, I can hook it to this guy and like kind of show like me measuring things, and then sketching, writing it down, and then taking that and do the screen record and do that. So I can really do, I think, a full soup to nuts video on that build, and then use that build to do more leather work and stuff. And the great thing is, since this is just like a clamp mount, I should be able to take this and mount this over here or whatever, and then just record right to the computer. All the leather working projects should be a lot easier and faster to record things as well. So it's all good, it's all progress. It's still a little frustrating, So, Eileen, last we left you, you were doing a lot of work in the shop. You were doing a lot of back end work. How'd you make out on that? I know this last week I completely lost my mind and kind of lost my way in the shop, so to speak, because Friday I didn't go in. I think Wednesday or Thursday I got in. Thursday I didn't start till like 2 hours late, 3 hours late, and then when I got there, I had to fix my oscillating tool, and then right as that got fixed, my Dremel kind of crapped out on me, so I had to take that whole thing apart and fix that. And I was so frustrated by the time that was done, because I wanted to get a few things hung in the shop. I wanted to get all my saws, like all my hand saws, hung up on the door, so I was making custom holders and stuff for them. And throughout that whole thing, it didn't really seem to pan out as nicely as I thought it would. And I broke a few of those things, a few of those holders, so I had to sit and glue them up. I ended up taking a nap while I was waiting for everything to glue and cool down. And so I left early because it was just hot and I was just feeling kind of crappy, So it was just one of those things, one of those days. And yesterday I didn't go in it at all, or Friday I didn't go in it at all. And then, so it was just kind of off and about. So, yeah. And is anyone, Eileen, good? All 100 papers in different sizes have my company name sticker on them. Everything else in blank invoices. All 100 paper bags. in different sizes, have my company name, sticker on them. Beautiful, 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 and blank invoices printed. Look at you. I just have a receipt book. And for the most part, I'm just waiting for a lot of... why are you drooping? Oh, because you were on that. I need to fix that mast. That's not nice. We're a little battle damaged. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I just have a lot of I have a lot of back end work, but I was trying to get that done this week, and I just didn't have the will for it. Not sure if it was because it's hot or just a culmination of not eating right for so long, or what was going on. But just it didn't work out, and I'm not exactly sure how to feel about that, how I feel about that. Just because of things and stuff and things. The forms have space on them for details and drawing space. That is very good. Now, is that more of an invoice, or that sounds more like a quote form, or a customer request form? That is something I definitely need to get. There's a lot of things I need to get still before I can look and feel as professional as I want to. It's in order form. All right. So I have a personal repair job to do this week, and it's on this guy. And this is more a personal project than anything else. But you can see it's kind of chipped, and the beak here is kind of oxidized and stuff. But cool thing is it's authentic. It's from La Gorgia, Authentica Lavoranzi Artigianale di Venezia, Italy. So my grandparents actually bought this for me when they went to visit Venice. So you can see the. Can you see the tag? I don't know. So it's a really high quality, like paper mache masquerade mask. Doesn't quite fit my face. My face is a little too large for it. Mostly my cheeks. It's not the point. The point is it's a nice wall hanger, and yeah, I think that would look rather nice hung up in here somewhere. But yeah, I have to repair that, and somehow I need to get a nice gold, so I could redo the beak. I want to know why he started turning like that copper oxidation, the green on there. So if anyone has any ideas, please let me know, because I think I'm gonna need to mix up the custom mix the red acrylic to match, and then I'm also going to need to do like a gloss coat over the whole thing, I think. That's kind of the problem with being the jack of all trades type dude, because a lot of things they come down to supposition. So, Alan, good morning. How we doing, buddy? 6 attachments. A bit crispy. Yeah, you looked like you were getting a little bit of sun yesterday at the beach. Order number, order date, customer name. Delivery, payment, size, style, decals, designs, colors, fonts. Damn. Eileen, Ellie loved it though. I bet she did. In the pictures, everyone looked so happy, and it looked like you guys had a great time. That's really cool. T-shirt order form. Eileen, you really went above and beyond getting these order forms together for yourself. I might have to steal this idea. And it's great that she loved it. That is really cool. Eileen, I wasn't playing around. Rich won't know everything, so if he has a guide and I'm busy, it'll be... You're right. You're absolutely right. That's a fantastic idea. I should do something like that just so I have a very succinct thing to talk to clients and stuff about. Usually I would just take the quote, which is usually a written quote, and work off that. Sometimes I'll do sketches or like a SketchUp or an AutoCAD or just a hand sketch or a collection of pictures with measurements. But having all that information laid out like you do will definitely help with accounting and and everything else. Let's see. I have order forms for 3 other items I'm not doing right now, but would like to in the future. Koozie and decals. Yes. Yeah. I would need to get a... I don't even know how I would do that because I make so much different stuff, I guess the main thing I would have to start on is... bread and butter items. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I would apply that to what I do. Because I used to fill stuff like that out for Scranton Craftsman all the time, or get those from the other salesman to draft them. Basically, is basically what you have, just for railing or steel projects. So I'm not unfamiliar with the idea. It's just how I would convert that to blacksmithing, or how I would convert that to woodworking, or leatherworking, or design work, just general design work. I don't know. Belts, belt color, belts, color of leather, length, width, buckle type. Yeah, I mean there are certain things like that, but like I'm doing a custom kidney belt that has right now I'm waiting on leather, which Weaver is, I think, getting ready to lose my business, or my high praise of them, at least, because they are very I don't know what's happened over the last 6 months, but they have drastically changed their, at least, customer service side of things. But anyways, like I'm doing a kidney belt. I actually built a faux axe. It's for a wedding, and they can't have a real axe, so it's all wood. Which, I mean, from, a couple feet away, it doesn't look too bad, does it? But like, maybe that would fit on a form, maybe not. But I'm sure if I really got down to it, I could enforce that, certain things, buckle type, blacksmithing, metal, material, shape, or type. Yeah. So, I'm sure there's definitely a way to do it. I just need to sit down and figure out how I'm going to do it, and how I'm going to parse things out, or whatever else. It's just a matter of getting to it, like everything else. I think if I sit down and just, basically look at yours as a blueprint for how I'm going to do it, and then just parse it out and apply it, it should be pretty well and pretty self-explanatory. So, tomorrow, I have to fire up the forge basically and get the fry holders pretty much finished. How did I get Pop-Tart over there? I need to get those fry holders finished. And there's 12 of them. I bought 14 sticks, and I have one already mostly done. So it shouldn't be too bad to get everything. Get everything done. I don't think so, at least. Because there's not really a whole lot of blacksmithing work involved with those. It is cut them to the length that I already have measured out, put a little nick in the bottom, so that I have a registration point, so I can flatten out the ends and curl them over as a hook, and then I can just pretty much bulk heat up all the ends. And then pull one out, dip that hook so it's cool, wrap it, set it aside. Next one, wrap it, set it aside. Next one, wrap it, set it aside. There's only 12 of them, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then it's just do the opposite on the other side, which will be a lot easier as well. So it should just be wrap it, set it aside, wrap it, set it aside, wrap it, set it aside, wrap it, set it aside. Then everything else is just bend it. Bend those two ends because they're going to be like that. Bend them to like that. So you got the Z shape. And then I should have a bunch of the little rings all ready to go. And that's just tack, 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 tack. Buff everything out. And then bulk spray paint. Oh, and I can't forget to put on the little bottom indent for where their logo goes. And then on the back side of that, my maker's mark. So maybe that's not going to be as quick as I thought. Should be able to get that all done in one day, though. I think so. Just a matter of sitting down doing it, and tomorrow should be like in the 70s. So it should be the coolest day of the week. So yeah, I should be able to bulk that out pretty quick and easy. I think I'm going to do a video on that too, just because it should be the only thing I need to find. And maybe I could do it when they're flat still before I bend them. Once I find the right angle. Yeah, once I find the right angle, it'll be easy. Yeah, once I figure out the right angle, that'll be easy. And then everything else, I mean, it's only 1/4 inch rod, so you can just bend that by hand. I actually made, I don't know where it is, but I made a whole paintball helmet out of sheet metal. And basically, I built a superstructure first to go around the paintball lens. And I did that kind of mechanically. But for the rest of it, like doing the build out for it, I did that all just by hand, just freeforming the 1/4 inch bar and tacking it, and then from there I made paper templates to fit over the superstructure. Cut those out of sheet metal, like 22 gauge steel, galvanized steel. Welded that on, and if I can do all that by hand, I can bend those things by hand easy. I think I should be able to, at least. So I think my brother's in this week. I know his baby mom is in, and my nephew's in. Hi, brother. How are we doing today? Ballwinder Sny? I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name there, but hello. So I'm actually going to be taking I'm glad to hear it. I'm actually going to end up taking a few days off this week. I think. I'm from India. Well, thank you for tuning in. You are officially the furthest person away that has been on a live stream then, I think. I've had a few people from like the UK. I think I had one guy from Germany. He was the farthest for a long while. But now you're from India. You're on the other side of the globe. So, welcome. I hope you're doing quite well today. I have. I'm going to end up taking 1 or 2 days off this week just to spend time with family and stuff because they're from halfway across the country. So I only get to see them maybe once a year. Once, maybe twice a year. So, I'm going to be taking a couple days off this week. But what's the purpose, brother? The purpose of what? Of this live stream, or of Knightsmith in general, or life, the universe, and everything? How small do you want to get, or how metaphysical do you want to get? Because that could be a very expansive question. Yeah, of this live show. All right, of the live stream, it's basically just a way of me to mind dump everything for just to mind dump everything and to kind of talk with my fans, friends, and whoever else wants to join. And basically just to talk about my company and everything that's going on with it and how that interacts with my personal life, and to kind of show me as more of a real person as opposed to just some dude who knows how to build things and just does crap. Do you think the G7 is going to fall? I don't really get into politics too much on this. However, I think people globally are done with the bullshit. Just even here in my country, in America, things are reaching you have nothing to be sorry for. Things are starting to reach a boiling point. Just because it's something I don't normally talk about doesn't mean I won't talk about it if asked. I'll talk about anything. But people are done with the bullshit. Specifically in this country, the left and the right they're two sides of the same shit sandwich, basically. And they promise you all these great things and then screw you. And the other side says, we won't screw you, and we'll give you everything that they promise you will. And they screw you again. And people are sick and tired of it. They're sick of the police brutality. They're sick of the government not doing what they're saying what they're going to say they're going to do. We're sick of all of the divide and conquer tactics that they've been using. And I believe that it's not too dissimilar in other countries around the globe. And the more and more my generation starts to come into power, because we were raised on this promise of the American dream, that if you work hard, if you go to school and go to college, your life is going to be way better. and what we've had. We grew up during 9/11, the war on terror, you know, the Great Recession, housing market bubbles crashing, you know, interest rates spiraling out of control, stagnant wages, and everything else. And we're sick of it. We want to tear down the system. And I don't think that's so dissimilar in every other country around the globe right now. And now, just as we're coming into adulthood, true adulthood, you know, we had a 2-year global pandemic, and we saw that the countries of the world were basically shit at controlling it. We had 100 years to prepare since the 1900s, when I think it was 1912 or something like that, when the Spanish flu broke out. It was a global pandemic. We had 100 years to fix the problems. We had 100 years of innovation, of learning, of all this other stuff. And this pandemic still flew around the world and shut everything down. We're sick of it. You either do what you say you're going to do, get out of office, and let somebody else in there who will. And yes, we are trying to control nature. But see, here's the thing. We're trying to control nature without understanding how nature works. Or, not without understanding. We have a great understanding of how nature works. They just disregard it entirely. So, and everyone's trying to say, you know, pushing this green agenda, and the world's burning and everything else. And realistically, it's not any individual's fault. And there's nothing any individual or any large group of individuals can even do to fix that. It's all these mega corporations that are pumping out, you know, all this crap into our atmosphere and into our oceans, and throwing all this garbage into our environment. And I believe, and you need to correct me if I'm wrong, but another hole in the ozone layer opened up. We just healed the last one from the 60s and 70s with a freaking hairspray. And now there's another one that just opened up. Great. So, they're trying to control nature, and they're doing a piss poor job. They're trying to control people, and they're doing a piss poor job. And I think the people of the globe are sick of it. And you're seeing how that is starting to manifest. And I think over the next 7 to 10 years, it will either get way better, or there will be a global collapse. So, yeah. And I think the best thing we can do to prepare for that global collapse is also what you should do to try and heal it. Which is, and this is going to sound kind of corny and maybe even a little prepper, but learn how to do things yourself. Learn what skills your neighbors have. Learn how to repair things, how to cook things, how to grow your own food, how to make your own clothes, how to fix your shoes, how to fix your car. Basically become a jack of all trades. And build community. Because if you build your communities and you know people in your community, then you are less likely to fall for the divide and conquer tactics that the governments have been using on people for the last 30 years, 40 years. If you learn how to repair a lot of your own stuff, or you know your neighbor knows how to repair things, you are less reliant on the global system, which we've seen with this last pandemic is fragile. with everything being just-in-time manufacturing and just-in-time shipping and sales, any large disruption in any point of the supply chain causes huge ripples across the globe, and that hurts everyone's quality of life and their finances. So, but if you know how to make things yourself from scratch or repair things, you are less likely to be disrupted by those waves. So, yeah, and that's one of the things, that's why I like doing everything I do. And that's why I like making these videos and stuff, basically showing you how easy it is for you to do these things yourself. I'm almost entirely self-taught. I took almost no shop classes, and yet I built this desk, this thing here. I've built several beds and furniture, credenzas and bookcases and you know, chairs and lawn chairs, and I built basically my whole shop from scratch. I taught myself blacksmithing, you know, basically from just looking on the internet and buying a couple books and just going out there and hammering metal. During the pandemic, I taught myself leatherworking. And now I'm making coasters and wallets and book covers and book sleeves and stuff. So and the less reliant you are on these mega corporations, the less power they have. The less power they have, the less heavy industry they'll have. The less heavy industry, the better the environment. The better the environment, the longer and better people live. So you have to sacrifice that immediate convenience for long-term sustainability. And that looks different. That will look different for every community and every part of the globe, because your needs over in India aren't the same as my needs here in the northeastern part of America. Won't be the same needs as somebody has in Russia or Ireland or down in South America or Africa. You know, there's so much different flux, but I do know that if we keep on the path that we're on, it's not going to end well. And as far as the G7 itself, there's nothing closer to immortality than a government program. And the G7 are multiple governments participating in the same program, so it's not going to fall. But I think it will change drastically. And for people who don't know, Boris over in Great Britain, he was the Prime Minister. His administration just fell. And I'm not exactly sure how that works, but basically, if you get so many votes of no confidence, then your administration is deemed ineffectual and you are replaced. And I know over in Japan, I forget his first name, but Abe, he was the Prime Minister of Japan for the last 15 years or so. He was actually just executed in the street by a civilian. They built a shotgun in their home and went out and killed him. I'm not sure what happened with Italy, though. If you can Ballwinder, if you can enlighten me on that, I would love to learn about that. But I mean, yeah, that's my 5-minute rant, 10-minute rant on where I think we're heading, and why I think we should become more self-reliant and not rely so much on these mega corporations like Amazon or Alibaba or even Granger. all these big box stores and all these mega corporations, they are going to be the ones that ruin the world, not the individual person. But we can fight back. We change who we do business with. We change what we buy, where we buy, if we buy at all. And I also know in India, and many other large cities, there's many large cities where there's so much population. It's so overpopulated that you can't have gardens and stuff. And I think we kind of need to move away from city life and go suburban at the densest, if not try to be as rural as possible. Because with all this technology, we're still all super interconnected. I mean, clearly, I'm talking with somebody on the other side of on the other side of the globe about geopolitics. But yeah. So that took an interesting turn. Oh boy. But yeah, thank you for your questions. I really appreciate it. I do this show every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. So please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all that stuff, and come back next week. What else is there to talk about? Because we're rounding in on the... I'm going to stay a few minutes past the hour because it was a few minutes late getting in. But yeah, that was kind of a deep question. All right, going back to what I was talking about earlier. I'm going to be taking a couple days off this week, 1 or 2 days off this week, just to get that done. But I think this evening I'm going to kind of block out this whole thing and start doing the videography on that and get this kind of mocked in design, and then maybe even start using this program here as a way to kind of show you how I design things in SketchUp. Some things need AutoCAD to design, but I'm not there yet, and I don't think this is going to be one of them. I think I can do most of this just off SketchUp by itself, and with SketchUp Pro I can do 2D plans from a 3D drawing. Like, I can break the pieces apart. I think that's where I'm going to go with this, and test out that feature, because once I get this whole thing done, I think my leather working is going to be a lot easier than trying to do it on this. And I'm going to have all of my leather and all my leather tools and stuff organized, which is going to be a godsend. And then with more organization and freeing up all the space that's over here and all this stuff, it's just going to kind of snowball into being a better and better system for me. And yeah, I think I'm going to want to mount this monitor on the wall so I can push it up out of the way when I'm not using it. I think that'd be nice. I also think I need to do a Manliness Monday on beard care when it's short, and talk about the differences of that and what's going to happen when you do cut your beard off. Because there are a lot of interesting changes to your skin that happen from once you have a large beard going down and getting rid of all that, and that's, you know, drastic changes to your skin and skincare routine to keep everything healthy, especially if you want to grow a beard back like I am. Yeah, I think that's a good part. So for next week's live stream, I should have everything here working a little bit better. Like I said, all the stuff down here at the bottom of the screen, that's going to be all working. I might even have a few things on the side here. Maybe I'll have like logos and stuff on the side here or something. I don't know yet. And get, you know, my crawlers and stuff going, because I remember I had the logos down here, but I think that would be better for like a text scroll thing or something. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah. So I'd like to thank my amazing patrons over at patreon.com, who help bring content like this to everyone. And they're gonna basically this month, for the last 3 months, I think I've been saving up the money from Patreon. So I'm gonna be building this, or most of this shelf with that money. I have 2 house builds that I'm going to be doing, and I have 2 videos queued up now, and that's going to be 3 and 4, and then I'm going to be, you know, videoing everything else that I do tomorrow. So that's going to be 5 videos I'm going to have queued up that need some editing, and then I'm going to be, you know, basically on the roll for. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any of them out this week, because I still need to, like I said, I need to rip everything off the laptop and bring all those assets over to the new computer. But I have all the video software on the new computer, so I just need to get like the assets, like the Knightsmith splash page and stuff like that. And, you know, I need to figure out, you know, what's over, you know, how to fix this, because the text over here is way too small as opposed to what it was last time, or on the old computer. So I need to figure out the settings to fix that over there, because I don't think anyone can really see that or read that, especially if you're on a phone, and that's kind of half the point of having the live chat displayed so people can read it. But yeah, so today I'm going to be doing some of that, doing some computer work, doing some design work, and just kind of trying to chill out for a little bit. So yeah, so if you guys have any plans, let me know. You know, we can try and have some fun with it. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. If you'd like to support the channel, go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith. Even $1 a month helps. And if you don't have any money to spare, just like, comment, subscribe. All of that really, really helps me out. We're at 637 members on the channel right now, or subscribers to the channel. So I would like to get up to 1,000 by Christmas. That would be the best Christmas present ever, to get up to 1,000 subscribers by then. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. And I'll see y'all next week.